Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Commitment Field on the campus of the Oklahoma Bible Academy here in Enid, Oklahoma. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff as the Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans prepare to take on the Watonga Eagles. Coming into today's game, Oklahoma Bible Academy comes in with a 2-2 record. They opened the season with an 8-0 win here at Commitment Field over Cassidy High School, and then dropped a 26-19 decision to Blackwell in the second game of the season. Went on the road for the third game of the season against Newkirk and pulled off a 50-36 victory in an offensive shootout. Then last week against Crescent High School, right back here at Commitment Field, the Trojans fell 20-27 in a tight battle that was neck and neck. A really classic high school football game took place here at Commitment Field. About 2 minutes away from kickoff, both teams preparing to take the field this evening. The Watonga Eagles come in with an 0-3 record. They've had 2 games canceled or postponed due to COVID. The season opener against Thomas Fay Custer and the second game of the season against Hobart were both canceled due to COVID. So their season opener ended up being in week 3 at Rush Springs, a game which Rush Springs was victorious 45-18. Then they played Minko at home, dropped that game 20-27, and then last week fell to a powerful Cashion squad 54-12 as the captains make their way onto the field to prepare for the coin toss. Representing OBA will be a group of seniors, it looks like. Led out there by senior Jet Cheatham, number 5. Senior Cooper Thornton, number 8. Senior Connor Colby, number 16. Ethan Small is a senior. He's number 56. He's coming back from injury this week, his first game back. And then Morgan Meyer, number 62, rounds out the captains for the Trojans. Looks like Watonga's going with a minimalistic approach here tonight. Only one captain, number 83, Tucker Estep, to tight end, defensive end.
And now your captain for your OBA Trojans, number 5, Jet Cheetah, number 8, Cooper Thornton, number 16, Connor Colby.
On your screen, the Trojans will be in the black jerseys with the white pants, and then Watonga will be just a mirror image, white jerseys with black pants.
The officials for tonight are referee Michael Walker, umpire Jonathan Jackson, line judge Greg Martin.
As the crowd continues to stream in here at Commitment Field on a beautiful Friday night here on the southern plains of Oklahoma. Just a nice cool breeze, temperature in the high 70s. Breeze is coming out of the south. On your screen, that would be right to left. We appreciate all of you tuning in here on OBATrojans.tv. The Trojans have won the toss and has elected to receive and defend the north end zone. So they will go into the wind in the first quarter as Watonga will kick off with the wind at their backs. OBA is led by all-purpose back Jet Cheatham, senior. Can't really give him a defined position because he lines up at running back, he lines up in the slot, he lines up at wide receiver. And so Jet is a do-it-all kind of player for the Trojans, and he will be the player to watch for today's game. As both teams make their way onto the field as we prepare for the opening kickoff. We'll step away for just a moment and come back with kickoff right after this.
Again, a special welcome to our OBA alumni and their families.
All right, we are back here
Back deep to return the kick.
at OBA, ready for opening kickoff.
Harry Nunez. And number 12, Ian Easton.
Deep for the Trojans. Freshman, number 12, Ian Easton. Sophomore, number 21, Harry Nunez. As Watonga prepares to get this thing underway. There's the whistle. And Laren Whiteshield puts the ball in play. Fielded by Easton as he cuts upfield. Breaks one tackle, wrapped up by the Eagles at about the 24-yard line, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Trojans. The Trojan offense trots onto the field. Quarterback number 7, Bodie Boydston. You'll hear his name a lot tonight. Again, one of our key players, number 5, Jet Cheatham in the backfield, along with Connor Colby. Out wide for the Trojans, number 21, Harry Nunez. In the slot, number 8, Cooper Thornton. Trojans get the play from the sideline as they get set. Ball bobbled by Boydston, and he's brought down in the backfield. Initial problems with the center quarterback. Snap pins the Trojans back 7 yards and makes it 2nd and 17. Joe Jackson with the tackle for the Eagles. Looks like Watonga has 4 down linemen. And a quick jump from the defensive line. Looks like number 57 for the Eagles, Kyle Brown.
Encroachment on the defense.
So with the hard count, Boydston earns back 5 of those 7 yards, making it only 2nd and 12 for the Trojans. The Eagle defense is in there quickly again, not giving Boydston time to get that pass. He was looking into the flats, possibly for Cooper Thornton or Jet Cheatham. They were both over there. But the defense penetrated the line so quickly that he could not safely release that pass, which brings up 3rd and 17. So that 5 yards is bouncing back and forth.
Third down, Trojans.
The Eagles take it, the Trojans get it back, and now the Eagles have taken it again. 3rd and 17, just a minute and a half into the first quarter here at Commitment Field. Boydston takes the snap, pump fake to the flat, now he's on the run. And he's dropped for another loss, about an 8-yard loss there. Looks like there is a flag on the field. It is October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It looks like the officials are using pink flags this evening instead of the traditional yellow. Holding on the offense is declined by Watonga. And the Trojans will be punting from their own end zone. Jet Cheatham deep in his own end zone. Not going to get the traditional depth on the snap here as the Trojans bring on their punt team. Snaps high, Cheatham handles and lets the punt go. Oh, it takes an Eagle bounce and down quickly by Cooper Thornton at about the 26-yard line. So Watonga's going to get their first possession deep in Trojan territory. Great field position for the Eagles to start off this, their 4th game of the season. And immediately the Trojan defense is put in a stressful situation. Watonga quarterback number 7, Chris Sanders, takes the snap right up the middle, and there's a hole a mile wide. Judd Cheatham sticks his head in there and stops the ball carrier. It looks like that's number 11 for Watonga, Kenan Carney. He rumbles for about a 12-yard gain. First down on the first play from scrimmage. The ball sitting squarely on the 15-yard line.
First and 10 Eagles.
Again up the middle. This time to number 8, Joe Jackson, and he waltzes untouched into the end zone. Read option there. Chris Sanders made the perfect read, handed it off to Jackson. He goes right up the middle, untouched, into the end zone. So Watonga jumps out to a quick 6-0 lead. They line up for the extra point. Looks like number 12, Laren Whiteshield, 6'1" sophomore, in to take the extra point. He splits the upright, and that gives Watonga a 7-0 lead over Oklahoma Bible Academy. Quick start for the Eagles.
OBA fans, don't forget, grab your items at the Spirit Store for sale by the concession stand. That's your Spirit items.
After that short drive, we'll take a quick break here from Commitment Field. Come back with the kickoff. Watonga leads 7-0.
Return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
And we're back at Commitment Field. Watonga with the kickoff. Looks like Harry Nunez picks it up in the end zone for the touchback. That first drive for Watonga started with excellent field position. Due to some miscues on the part of the OBA defense, they got pinned deep on offense, their first offensive possession, which led to a field position advantage for the Eagles. OBA will look to get out of their end of the field this time. They come out on offense. .9:40 left to go in the first quarter. Watonga up 7-0. Oklahoma Bible on their second possession. First possession resulted in negative yardage. Obviously, they don't want to continue that trend. Looks like Judd Cheatham split wide at the top of your screen. Again, Watonga penetrates the middle of the offensive line. Looks like there was no loss or gain on that play. Boydston right at the middle. Netted nothing. No loss, no gain. Still 2nd and 10. Senior Cooper Thornton in the slot here on the near side. Sophomore Harry Nunez in the wideout position right here on the near side 20-yard line. Jet Cheatham in the backfield with Bodie Boydston. This is the handoff to Cheatham around the end, and he's going to get positive yards this time and then some. Looks like about a 10-yard gain for Cheatham over the left end. Make that a 12-yard gain, which will be first down for the Trojans. OBA with 3 receivers on the near side this time. Nunez Thornton and Colby. Boydston in the backfield with Jet Cheatham. They're going to run around this end this time. 3 blockers out here wide. Cheatham comes to the near side. Another good gain for the Trojans. This one looks to be by about 16 yards. The flag on the field on the far sideline. We'll wait and see what this one is. Sideline warning against Watonga.
Sideline warning against the defense.
So that'll be another first down for the Trojans. 16, 17-yard run there by Jet Cheatham. The Trojans finding some success getting around the ends and moving the football as they're right at midfield. The nose of the football touching the 50-yard line on the near hash mark. Bodie with the read option again, hands it off to Cheatham. He gets around the end, breaks one tackle, forced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. That'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like it's right on the 40, which would be another first down. OBA finding great success on the ground here in their second drive. Boydston looking to the sideline to make sure they have the signals correct. 2 receivers on the far side of the field, 2 on the near side. Again, the handoff to Cheatham. This time Watonga's right there and ready for it. Jet Cheatham dropped for maybe a 1-yard loss there at about the 41-yard line. A little bit of a defensive adjustment there by the Eagles. Maybe 2nd and 11 from the 41. Trojans looking to the sideline to get their play. Cooper Thornton and Harry Nunez on the near side. Judd Cheatham and Connor Colby wide on the far side. Boydston takes the handoff, fakes to Cheatham. Over the middle, looking for Nunez. Incomplete. Looks like Brendan Cole was on the coverage for the Eagles. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Coach Chris Kayott making eye contact there with Boydston, signaling in the plays from the sideline. Trojans in no hurry here. This time, looks like Connor Colby going wide out on the far side of the field with Judd Cheatham in the slot. Fake the handoff to Jet Cheatham again. Bodie going deep on this one. Finds a man. That'll be touchdown Trojans. Pass complete to senior Connor Colby. Fantastic throw from sophomore quarterback Bodie Boydston. Hits Colby in stride just as he's crossing the goal line. Touchdown Trojans. A little bit of play action to Jet Cheatham goes a long way as it freezes the Watonga defense just for a split second, long enough for Colby to break free on a post pattern. Boydston finds him right at the goal line. The OBA band and cheerleaders celebrate a homecoming touchdown, making the score 7-6. Watonga still up by 1 as OBA lines up for the extra point. They have a little swinging gate going on here, and they actually snap it. They're going to run a little option. The Cheatham brothers. Jet pitches to Judd. Judd runs it in. Freshman number 10, Judd Cheatham. That's got to be a proud feeling for the Cheatham parents as they watch their oldest son run the option play to perfection. When the defense commits to him, he pitches it out to his younger brother Judd. Judd takes it in untouched, and that puts the Trojans up 8-7. We'll take a quick break here and come back for the kickoff right after this.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
And we're back at Commitment Field. 7:13 remaining in the first quarter. The OBA Trojans up 8-7 on this Friday night homecoming at OBA. After a rough first series, the Trojans rebounded with a strong offensive series, establishing the run and then finding a wide open receiver for the touchdown. Harry Nunez to kick off for the Trojans. And it's fielded by the Eagles, number 24, DeAndre Dunn. Dunn is brought down by number 80, Holden Caldwell. First tackle of the night for Caldwell, who will move from special teams over to the defensive side of the ball as he plays corner on the defense. On their last series, Watonga ran some read option with quarterback Chris Sanders. And on both of their offensive plays, because the drive was only 2 plays long, on both of their offensive plays, he read correctly and handed it off to the first option, and they ran it right up the middle for a significant gain on first ground and then a first down and then a touchdown on second down. Looks like there was a flag on the kickoff return on the Eagles, which will push them back. 1st and 10 for Watonga. Looks like they're on about the 11-yard line there. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Mishandled handoff there. Chris Sanders, the quarterback, and running back Kenan Kearney had a little mishap there. Ball was on the ground, but Watonga was able to get back on top of it. That'll make it 2nd and 11. Correction on my yardage that I mentioned earlier. It's not the 10-yard line. They're closer to the 20 on first down, but that fumble pushes them back a couple yards. 2nd and 12 from about the 18. Handoff up the middle. Big hit by number 50, Cole Davis. Kearney stepped into the hole thinking he had daylight, and Davis appeared out of nowhere and introduced himself, knocking Kearney back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd and 12. No gain on the play. Davis, a junior for the Trojans, and an anchor for their defense. Anytime there's a big play, number 50 is usually around the ball. Watonga sends 2 receivers wide to the right as they have 3rd and long here. We're going to see how they throw the ball, it looks like. Now it's an option play, and down he goes in the backfield. So Chris Sanders, looks like a broken play there. Chris Sanders was looking for an option play. There was no one there to take the handoff, so he started to scramble out to the near side. Feet slipped out from under him for about a 5 or 6 yard loss. The closest Trojan was David Dupier. But that was an instance of what my old middle school football coach used to call self-tackleization, as he slipped and went down in the backfield. So that brings up 4th and 16 with about 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Trojans up 8-7. As Watonga rugby style punt out of the backfield, and that does not go very far at all. Hits the ground at about the 23 and bounces backwards and out of bounds. That'll be Trojan first down at about the 22-yard line. So Watonga returning the favor. The Trojans gave Watonga great field position on their first possession, and Watonga returns the favor, punting out of their own end zone. Looks like it's marked at the 23. It'll be first down for the Trojans. Again, Boydson in the backfield, flanked by Jet Cheatham on the near side. We've got Harry Nunez and 3 receivers up on the top side: Judd Cheatham, Connor Colby, and Cooper Thornton. Handoff to Cheatham, heading to the wide side of the field, cuts it outside Nice open field tackle by Watonga's number 24, DeAndre Dunn. Cheatham still gained a few yards there. There is a pink flag on the field. It takes the eye a moment to get used to seeing that pink flag out there. No signal yet from the officiating crew. Looks like a block in the back on the Trojans, so that'll come back. 4:56 left in the first quarter. Trojans up 8-7.
Block in the back on the offense. Ball being spotted at the 32-yard line.
Offense looks like it's coming set here. All looking at their information on their wristbands. Nunez, Colby, and Thornton all on the near side. Judd Cheatham on the high side. Jet Cheatham in the backfield. Boydston back to pass. He's looking deep again. Finds Cooper Thornton. Thornton's wrapped up, but he's turning for yards. Bobbles the ball, but is able to fall on it. Pass completed to Cooper Thornton. Brought down by number 16, Brendan Cole of the Eagles. See where they mark the ball. Looks like it's going to be second and about 3 for the Trojans. Nice gain to make up the yardage for that penalty. Play called in from Coach Chris Kayott. Boydston in the backfield again. Jet Cheatham at his left. Boydston back to pass again. Pump fake. He's in trouble. A lateral to Jet Cheatham. That's a backyard play right there. Cheatham gets around the end and makes positive yards out of it. Boydston had a receiver wide open on the far side of the field, but the pressure was too quick to get through his reads to get over there. So he improvised, found Jet Cheatham on a play you probably draw up in the dirt in the sand lot, and Cheatham scampers for a first down. So that'll be first down for the Trojans. Looks like about on the 12 or 13 yard line as the offense comes set again. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Jet Cheatham in the backfield. Boydston taking the play. Gets the snap. Just a quick pitch to Cheatham. He's touched in the backfield. Cheatham gets away from it. He's around the end. He's pushing another flag down. Cheatham down at the 1, forced out of bounds. Another flag thrown. We'll wait and see what the indication is from the officiating crew. Still nothing. This time it's a hold on the Trojans. Trojans keep digging themselves into a bit of a hole here.
First down, Trojans.
So that will be another first down. We'll replay first down, but this time it's first and about 16. Pitch to Cheatham. The Eagles are all over that one. Cannon Carney gets into the backfield and blows that play up.
Tackle on the play made by number 11, Cannon Kearney. Second down, Trojans.
So that brings up second and even longer. Boydston in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. He hands it off. Oh, he fakes the handoff to Cheatham. Too much traffic in there. Number 52 in there for the Eagles. We don't have a 52 on the program. So sorry, Watonga fans, if you're tuning in. Correction, that's 57. Got to get my eyes checked. 57, Kyle Brown there in the middle of the line for the Eagles. Steps in and makes a big play. That'll bring 21 for OBA. I'm imagining this is probably 4-down territory for OBA, so I don't think they have to get all 21 in one play. Try and get some of it back here, and then maybe run one more play to try and get the remainder of it. Boydston fakes the handoff, goes for the quick slant. Not sure what they're calling there. They're calling that incomplete. That was really close to being picked off. Looking for the slant pass there. It does not meet its target, number 8, Cooper Thornton. So that'll bring up 4th and 21. 4th and 21 from about the 23-yard line. Minute 57 left in the first quarter. OBA Trojans up 8-7 over the Watonga Eagles. With the wind in their face, Coach Kayotta elects to go ahead and go for the long 4th down play here. Jet Cheatham motions out. Long pass over the middle. Harry Nunez with the reception, and that is complete. That's a touchdown, Trojans. 4th and 21. Bodie Boydston hooks up with Harry Nunez. Touchdown, OBA. Looking for pink flags. No flags on the field, so that'll be good. Touchdown, Trojans. What a throw from Boydston. He has no problems with the long ball, that's for sure. That makes the score OBA 14, Watonga 7. This time it looks like the Trojans are going to swing the gate over and line up to kick it. Nunez, after scoring the touchdown, now lines up to kick with Jet Cheatham in the hold. Snaps down, it's up, and it is good. So Nunez accounts for all 7 points. That puts OBA up 15-7. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. The OBA offense waits till the last possible second on 4th and over 20, but they punch it into the end zone. So with that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right after this.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
And we're back here at Oklahoma Bible Academy's Commitment Field here in Enid, Oklahoma. Beautiful night on the Southern Plains for high school football. There's a minute 50 left. The OBA Trojans have just taken a 15-7 lead over the Watonga Eagles as they line to kick up. Harry Nunez been busy the last few minutes. Catches the touchdown pass, kicks the extra point, and now he's lining up for the kickoff. Flanked by Andrew Gungle and Cole Davis leading the kickoff team. On the near side, Holden Caldwell and Ian Easton. Over on the far side, it's like August Rogo's over there, along with Connor Colby. And we're back underway. End over end pooch kick to the near side, fielded at about the 30-yard line. Backtracks a little bit. There is a flag already down on the field. Still active, still up and moving. Another flag down on the field. That was number 24, DeAndre Dunn. Multiple Trojans in there. Looks like Andrew Gungal finally brought him down, along with Judd Cheatham. A couple of different flags thrown. We're going to see what the officiating crew wants to do with these. Watonga's already walking backwards, so they assume it's on them, I suppose. And they are marching back towards the south end zone.
Block in the back on the returning team.
There is a block in the back call. Ball placed on the near hash. I guess that's where the first penalty occurred, was on the near side. First down for Watonga at the Trojan 20, or at the Eagle 24-yard line. Minute 41 left in the first quarter. Watonga offense breaks the huddle and comes to the line. Quarterback Chris Sanders. And Watonga does not like what they see. They call a timeout. So Coach Zach Maynard did not like what he saw, either from his offense or from the OBA defense, and uses their first timeout. We'll take this opportunity to take a break here on OBATrojans.tv.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect.
And we're back here at OBA Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy, as the Trojan defense takes the field. Jet Cheatham deep at safety, along with Connor Colby. Got Holden Caldwell and Cooper Thornton here on the near side. Ball's bobbled. That could be a loose ball. That might be Trojan's ball. And it is. Fumble recovery for the Trojan defense. Number 52, Jake Colby, the sophomore, younger brother of senior Connor Colby. Jake Colby making a name for himself out there. Flies into the backfield and pounces on that fumble from his defensive end slot. Athletic play there from Jake Colby, and immediately the Trojans line up for offense. They want to get going here. The play being signaled in from the coaching staff. Chris Kayott and his staff signaling in the plays for the offense. Bodie Boyston checking with his teammates as they line up. Morgan Meyer gets down, is the center for the Trojans. He's set to go, and here we go with the Trojan offense back at it. Fake handoff to Jet Cheatham. Boyston with the keeper. Might have gotten 2 yards, more like 1 probably.
Quarterback keeper by number 7, Bodie Boyston.
If that.
Second down, Trojans.
Yeah, no gain there. And actually, maybe my depth perception's off because it looks like they're marking it back about a yard. So that'll bring up second and about 10.5 for the Trojans here, with 1:05 left to go in the first as the clock ticks down. Again, the Trojans going into the wind. I'm sure Coach Kayott is excited to get to the second quarter if Boydston's throwing the ball this well against the wind. Out pattern there. That's caught. He breaks 2 tackles. They call him out of bounds.
Pass complete.
Connor Colby on the reception. Nice timing route there. Colby with a quick 10-yard up and out, and then gains a couple more yards. Well, maybe not quite 10 yards. Looks like he only gained about 7 there. Nice timing play, though. The ball was in the air before Colby turned, and when he made his break, the ball was there. Nice pass from Boydston. Again, I'm sure the Trojans are chomping at the bit to get to the second quarter and see how this passing game works with the wind at their back instead of in their face. Referee signals for the clock to stop, or officials timeout, as he comes over and approaches Coach Kayott.
Timeout on the field.
Adjustment for the clock because Colby did step out of bounds, which would stop the clock. So they say he stepped out of bounds with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So the Trojans will have to run at least one more play here in the first. Hand it off to Cheatham. He's headed for the end. He has to backtrack, and the Eagles are everywhere as he swarmed at about the 18-yard line for a negative run there, and that'll put him back to about 3rd and 10. They're going to let the first quarter wind down, turn this thing around, and go in with the wind at their back for the second quarter. Other than the first drive of the game, most of the game has taken place at the south end of the field. So our camera crew gets to work looking over their other shoulder for a little while here as we're going to turn things around and be in the north end zone. We're going to take a quick break and be right back right after this.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
And we're back at Commitment Field, ready to start the second quarter. Trojans leading 15-7. Now they're heading towards the north end zone. Wind at their back. Boydson in the backfield with Jet Cheatham. 3 receivers to the near side. Fake handoff. And immediately he's pursued and brought down. Big blitz from the Watonga defense. Number 8, Joe Jackson, in the backfield almost immediately, and that'll bring out first down for the Eagles. Trojans unsuccessful on 4th and long this time around. Eagles defense draws up a blitz during the quarter break, it looks like, and they were ready for the Trojan offense on that one. So quarterback Chris Sanders in the shotgun, running backs flanking him on either side. He's going to hand off up the middle again. Immediately stacked up after about 2 yards. Looks like Cole Davis is in there stacking things up.
Rushed by number 7, Chris Sanders.
Ethan Small also in there for the Trojans. Trojans defensive line a little bit depleted. Starter Giovanni Bartolozzi with a knee injury 2 weeks ago. And so Trojans are operating a man down. David Dupier, if you have a program, David Dupier is listed as number 20. As another handoff up the middle, and this time there's positive yardage. Joe Jackson with the carry. He's still going. Finally brought down. Looks like Cooper Thornton with the tackle. But David Dupier is listed as number 20 in your program and is listed as a running back / defensive back. With the injuries in the defensive and offensive lines, this young man has stepped up and accepted the challenge and has moved to the interior, and he's wearing number 68 tonight. So David Dupier really stepping up for his team, doing something that is not his normal position for the past 2 games, and is doing very well. So the Eagles line up 1st and 10, just on the Trojan side of midfield. Again up the middle, again a long run. Grabbed there and brought down. Cannon Carney with the run. Jet Cheatham, the safety. Carney still down.
Official timeout on the field.
Cheatham made the tackle. Carney is back up and makes his way to the sideline. About a 28-yard carry there for Carney. We hope he's okay and see him back in there pretty soon. As the Eagles are kind of rolling into Trojan red zone now. It'll be first down, looks like it just inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. Again, they're going to try the middle. This time he's stacked up, met by a host of Trojans there, led by Cole Davis, Connor Colby in there. Cole Davis, the anchor of the Trojans defense. I'm sure one of the folks tuning in tonight to OBATrojans.tv is his sister Kate, who's off at college at Samford University. But she's also the biggest fan number 50 has. So I imagine Kate's probably tuning in, and we welcome Kate to the broadcast. As the Eagles line up. Again, handoff to number 8, Joe Jackson. He's trying to get around the end. The Trojans maintain their contain and don't let him get around the end. Looks like that was Morgan Meyer that pulled him down.
Tackle made by number 62, Morgan Meyer.
Meyer makes his way to the sideline, get a quick break. Ethan Small subs in for him at the nose tackle. Jake Colby, Ethan Small, Dave Dupier, across the front for the Trojans there. Cole Davis at the middle linebacker. As it is 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. Quarterback keeps this one. Chris Sanders with the carry. Can't quite tell the mark. Looked like he's a bit short there. It's going to be 4th and 1, it looks like. 4th and a long one, almost 2 yards. 8:43 to go in the first half. As the Trojan defense looks to make a stop here on 4th and 1. Full house backfield for the Eagles. Chris Sanders, the quarterback, Joe Jackson and Cannon Carney in the backfield. They're going with he's going around the end. He turns it back inside. That's going to be close. Eagles are signaling first down. And they do signal first down for the Eagles.
First down, Eagles.
So the Eagles take over 1st and goal, just inside the 10-yard line. Andrew Gungal coming on for the Trojans. 1st and goal for the Eagles. They've got about 7 yards to go to get the touchdown. Option handed off right up the middle. Again, it's Jackson. Stopped there by Davis and Small.
Tackle on the play made by number 50, Cole Davis, and number 56, Ethan Small.
So that'll be 2nd and goal for the Eagles as they look to their sideline for the signal from Coach Zach Maynard. One receiver wide on the far side of the field, one on the near side. So one-on-one man-to-man coverage out here, and a timeout's going to be taken by Watonga. That will be their 2nd timeout of the half. And it's 2nd and 6, 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line for Watonga. OBA leading 15-7, 7:33 left to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back to Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy in Enid, Oklahoma on this beautiful Friday night for high school football. Right now it's 15-7. OBA leads Watonga. 7:33 left to go in the second quarter. It is 2nd and goal for the Eagles from the 6-yard line as they look to punch it in and try and close this gap. Both teams came to the sideline to meet with their coach during the timeout, and we're ready to get back to action. Chris Sanders back in at quarterback for the Eagles. Joe Jackson and Laren Carney. Looks like an option. He's going to keep it and brought down. Looks like for a loss there, or at the very least no gain. Again, it's Cole Davis. This time Judd Cheatham is in there with him. Judd Cheatham came flying in from his cornerback position to read that run play, number 10 on your screen there. Judd ran in the 2-point conversion on the previous OBA play possession, and now doing his hard work on defense. So 6:57 left. Watonga breaks the huddle. It's 3rd and goal from the 6 on the near hash mark. Snap is low. It's on the ground. The ball's loose. Looks like it got back to the quarterback. The refs are blowing the blade dead. Chris Jackson somehow came back up with that. It was squirting on the ground. He comes up with it, and I don't know, 6 or 7 Trojan defenders were immediately in his grill. So that will make it 4th and 11 now for the Eagles, with difficulty for the snap for the Eagles on the snap. 4th and 11. And the Eagles will use their last timeout. This is an important 4th down for them. 4th and 11 from the OBA 11-yard line. 6:11 left in the first half. OBA up 15-7. We'll take a quick break.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon.
Welcome back to Commitment Field. We're midway through the second quarter, rolling downhill towards halftime. The Watonga Eagles have 4th and goal from the 11-yard line after a botched snap from the centers causes a loss. Quarterback Chris Sanders, flanked by his 2 running backs, Joe Jackson and Cannon Kearney. The Trojan defense digs in. Ball's on the ground again. Looks like the Trojans have it this time. 2 Trojans in on the play, and it looks like Cooper Thornton fell on that one. Holden Caldwell was right there with Thornton. Trojans everywhere in the Eagle backfield. It looked like they were running some read option. Sanders attempted to pull the ball out as Joe Jackson was headed up the middle. He was going to pull the ball out and try and get around the end. And when that exchange went wrong, the ball hit the ground, and Cooper Thornton was all over it. First down Trojans as the jet sweep, no pun intended, given to Jet Cheatham. Late flag on the play. Looks like Judd Cheatham might have a block in the back.
Rushed by number 5, Jet Cheatham. Flag on the play.
I'm not sure what the flag was for. And now there's another flag. The Trojan coaching staff not happy with that initial flag. Still haven't seen a signal what the initial call was. They're going to call a hold on Judd Cheatham.
On the offense.
I'm not sure. And then a sideline warning on the Trojans.
Sideline warning against the offense.
I am not a football official, but I would tend to disagree with that call. It looked like Cheatham was driving his legs and pushing his man back, not holding him and impeding his progress anywhere. But that's why those officials get paid the big bucks, and we appreciate what they do. So it's 1st and 16 for the Trojans.
First down, Trojans.
So Bodie Boydston will go back to work with his own end zone at his back. Handoff again to Cheatham. Counter play, he gets around the edge, and a flag immediately comes out. Obvious horse collar play there at the end, and yet still Jet Cheatham didn't go down. He just grabbed him by the horse collar and spun him around, and Cheatham stayed on his feet. Just an indication of that young man's athleticism. Personal foul. They're gonna call that a face mask. It looks like he had him under the helmet instead of the horse collar. And that personal foul will be an automatic first down for the Trojans. So there's an old saying in sports that says the ball don't lie. Trojan fans did not think that was a penalty on Judd Cheatham 2 plays ago. And, well, if you go by that old adage, I guess the ball didn't lie, and it's first down Trojans. 4:56 left to go here in the second quarter. Pink flags flying everywhere here tonight. I guess that's one way to raise breast cancer awareness. I'm sure the coaching staffs for both teams would prefer to find a better way. Boydston back to pass. Finds Cooper Thornton all by himself, and down he goes at about the 48. That'll be a first down. Trojans. Thornton with a crossing pattern there, and Watonga did not have an eagle anywhere in sight as Thornton was running free. I'm sure that Coach Maynard will have a talk with his Eagles about that come halftime. 5:23 left in the second half as the clock continues to tick. The Trojans with their wind at their back, trying to add to this 8-point lead. Trojans line up. Meyer, the center, handles the ball, looking back at Boydston. There's the snap. Perfect snap. Boydston back to pass. All day long. He's going deep for Judd Cheatham. Cheatham pulls it in, brought down from behind at the 2-yard line. Judd Cheatham with the reception. The Eagle defense let the freshman wideout get behind him. Bodie Boydston throws about a 49-yard pass in the air. Cheatham's brought down immediately on the reception, but that will set the Trojans up with a 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. I'm not the offensive coordinator, but I would imagine we're going to see a healthy dose of Jet Cheatham right about now. Although Watonga's probably thinking the same thing, so maybe play actions in order. Who knows? Like I said, I'm not a football coach. That's why I'm up here talking to you nice folks. And Chris Kayot's down there on the sideline. We'll see what he draws up. Quarterback Bodie Boydston gets into position. Morgan Meyer, the center, is ready. Jet Cheatham just to Boyston's left. It's a quarterback keeper. Watonga with nice defensive penetration there. Chris Sanders playing both ways, playing quarterback and linebacker, immediately inside the Trojan line. Looks like he got between the guard and the tackle there, slipped right in, took down Boydston, did not take Boydston's fake to Cheatham. He did not buy that at all. He zeroed in on Boydston. It's 2nd and goal now from the 5. Slot receiver to the near side, Cheatham wide. We're going around this near end, running to the short side of the field. Cheatham might have gotten a yard out of that. Not a whole lot there here on the near side of the field. That'll make it 3rd and goal. As the defense looks to the sideline. As Coach Chris Kayot signals in the play. I'm not going to pretend to be very good at charades and even take a guess at what that signal meant, but Bodie Boydston knew what it meant, and he lines his team up. 5 receivers for the Trojans. Looking for Cheatham. Touchdown, Trojans. Cheatham with a nice Z pattern, breaks in hard. The defense bites on it. He plants that foot, goes back to the outside. Bodie Boydston hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cheatham. Touchdown, Trojans. Another passing touchdown for Bodie Boydston. I don't know who had Bodie in the fantasy draft, but they're racking up the points here tonight with his 3rd touchdown pass. Connor Colby, Harry Nunez, and now Jet Cheatham, all with touchdown receptions. Trojans line up. Boydston, and Watonga's not fooled by that one at all. Boydston with nowhere to go.
2-point conversion, no good.
2-point conversion is no good. So that'll make the score OBA 21, Watonga 7. There's a false start on OBA. That penalty is declined. So 3:45 left in the first half. We'll take a quick break and be right back from Commitment Field.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
And we're back at Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy. The Trojans have just taken a 21-7 lead with 3:45 left here in the third quarter. Harry Nunez back to kick for OBA with the wind at his back. There's the kick, be on the near hash. Number 8, Joe Jackson with the reception. Finds a little bit of a seam on the sideline. Connor Colby is there, though, and wraps him up at about the 37-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it right on the 35. Maybe Connor forced him out of bounds a little bit earlier than I thought. So first down for the Eagles. Watonga takes over. Quarterback Chris Sanders leading the way for them with running backs Joe Jackson and Cannon Carney. Ground-heavy attack for the Eagles today. 0 yards in the passing game so far. Everything's been on the ground for Watonga. The OBA defense digs in.
Timeout, Watonga Eagles.
There'll be a timeout on the field. Here, we're just going to stay right here. Take a look at the OBA cheerleaders leading the crowd. Festive atmosphere at OBA. Today, it's homecoming week. A lot of activities throughout the week. Every day of school was a different theme, and the students all dressed up every day here on campus. My personal favorite day was Disco versus Rock and Roll Day. A lot of good looks there. 7th grader Isaiah Thomas had probably the best costume in my personal opinion, going with a 80s hairband look. As we're just about set to get back underway. Both teams come back from the sidelines. It'll be first down Watonga at the 35-yard line.
First down, 10 yards for the Eagles.
As Sanders takes the snap, and there's a flag immediately. Play is stopped, so that'll and a false start, so that'll push the Eagles back 5 yards.
Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, 15.
So now first and 15 for the Eagles at the 30-yard line. Sanders will line his team up again. Only one running back this time. 4 receivers out in the formation. See if the Eagles put the ball in the air on this play. Man in motion. Another false start for the Eagles. Looks like they were trying to do a sweep and hand it off to DeAndre Dunn.
Flag on the play. False start on the offense.
Eagles going the wrong way here by virtue of 2 false start penalties. It'll now be first and 20 for Watonga. Quarterback Chris Sanders and his squad having trouble getting in sync here late in the second quarter. The OBA defense ready and waiting for Watonga to break the huddle. Probably a good idea for Watonga to huddle up there, talk to one another, and get things synced up. I formation. Again, Dunn is in motion. They hand it off up the middle. Cooper Thornton right there. Sticks his hat into the stomach of the running back. Carney on the carry yet again. He gets it back up to the 29-yard line, so a little bit of that yardage that was lost on penalties is brought back, about 4 of it. That'll bring up second and 16. One receiver on the near side, DeAndre Dunn. 2 running backs. Jackson and Carney. And they go with Jackson, and immediately the defense was ready for that. They stuffed it. A flag comes into the play here late. After kind of the play was stopped. The running back had been hit by the line. It's like Ethan Small was in there.
Tackle on the play made by all the 50s. Flag on the play.
Another penalty on the Watonga Eagles. This time it's holding. They are going the wrong way yet again. So they'll get to play second down over. That's the good news. The bad news for Watonga is it'll be 2nd and 26.
Ball will be placed at the 16-yard line. 2nd and long for the Eagles.
Dunn on the near side, 3 receivers on the far side. There's the snap. It's handled. It's going to be a swing pass out to number 1, Aaron Perez. Perez trying to get wide. Nothing there for him. Connor Colby is all over that. Connor Colby just hanging onto his block, sheds it at the right time, brings down Perez.
Tackle on the play made by number 16.
Textbook defense there from Connor Colby. Had a wide receiver trying to block him, and he just went with that receiver, just rode him until he needed to shed the block, then threw the block off and threw himself at the ball carrier. Fundamentals right there. That's beautiful football. So now that'll be 3rd and 25 for the Watonga Eagles. Chris Sanders in the backfield. He's going to throw a swing pass to the near side. Judd Cheatham trying to get around his block. It's to Dunn. Dunn's gaining some headway, but not going to get near enough for the first down. Forced out of bounds by the Trojans. Colby and Davis team up on that one. Bring him down at about the 38-yard line, which will bring up 4th and 7. 37-yard line, make it 4th and 8. Timeout OBA. They want to make sure and get a good defensive call here on this pivotal 4th down. Should Watonga decide to go for it on 4th and 8, the Trojans want to be ready for that. With 1:44 left, I think Coach K-Out might be playing the field position game here, hoping they can get down the field, get one more score before halftime. We'll use this opportunity to take another break. We'll be right back at obatrojans.tv.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land team today at 405-761-4808.
And we're back as Watonga Eagles face a 4th and 8 with 1:44 left to go in the first half. Watonga backed up in their own territory on their own 32-yard line. The timeout's taken. Both teams discussing possible options here. Watonga, no doubt, talking about should they go for it so deep in their own territory. OBA talking about probably being ready should they go for it, and being ready should there be a fake. The last time Watonga punted, they ran kind of that rugby-style punt formation. But it looks like they're in an offensive set here. OBA adjusts their defense. Watonga again rolling the dice a little bit here with a bit of a gamble, and there's another flag. The play got started. Jacob Colby was in the backfield for the OBA defense. It would have been a loss on the play, but the flag stops play. Another false start for Watonga. So that'll make it 4th and 13. 1:43 left. In case you weren't aware of breast cancer before now, all the pink flags flying tonight should make you very aware here in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
4th down, Eagles.
4th down, looks like the Eagles are going to punt on this one. Jet Cheatham back to receive for the Trojans. Joe Jackson, the punter. Whistle stops play yet again.
Officials timeout on the field.
Not sure what we're talking about out there. Head coach Zach Maynard from Watonga out having a conference with the officials. The official on the far sideline stopped play. The referee, sometimes referred to as the white hat, ran over to talk with that side judge and the Watonga coach. Now the OBA coaching staff is asking for an explanation of what's going on. Now the white hat runs over to this sideline to explain to Coach Chris Kayott what that was all about. And I think the second explanation is causing even further delay. I'm sure Coach Kayott would just assume get along with it than get that explanation. So the ball's set. We might actually punt this ball here pretty soon. Joe Jackson back for the Eagles. It's going to be that rugby-style punt, and he's going to run for it. They don't kick it. He saw something he thought he could get around the end, and he could not. There was no room to run there. DeAndre Dunn was going to do one of those rugby-style punts and started kind of slowly scrambling to his left, the far hash mark, and I'm not sure what he saw, but there was nothing there. He might have gained a yard, if that. So that brings up first down for the Trojans. That gives Bodie Boyston and the Trojan offense the ball with 1:34 left. The wind at their back and a hot hand. Boyston's been finding receivers pretty easily. They struggled early in the game, and with Watonga getting into the backfield. Another official's timeout.
Official timeout on the field.
And Harry Nunez is coming off the field. Not sure what the problem is here. Something with his equipment, perhaps. Holden Caldwell. Oh, changed their mind. Holden's not coming on. It's going to be Andrew Gungle, number 4, that will go in for Nunez. Looks like they're working on Nunez's uniform. Maybe there's blood on his pants or something. They're going to cover that up with some Coban. Boydston rolls out to his left. He's going to stop. He's looking deep, taking his time. Ball deflected. It looked for a moment there like Connor Colby was going to make a highlight reel catch that was worthy of SportsCenter. The ball was deflected by the defense, deflected by Colby, up in the air. Colby got both hands on it just as the defender got a hand in there to swat it away. That would have been a circus catch. Very impressive concentration there from Connor Colby. Just a hair's breadth from pulling that ball in. So that'll bring up second down. Boydston had all day to throw that ball, all day to find Colby. The Watonga defense didn't bring any pressure. They sat back in coverage, and evidently it was successful because it's 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Blitz coming off the edge. Boydston, he gets free. He's still swarmed by defenders. Stumbles forward down at the 39-yard line. They brought the pressure that time. Didn't give Bodie Boydston any time at all to go through his reads. Number 11, Cannon Carney, came in off the edge here on the near side. Disrupted Boydston. He didn't get him down, but he disrupted things enough for his teammates to come to his aid. Harry Nunez back in there for the Trojans. Looks like we got a 4-receiver stack formation here on the near side. Boydston in the backfield by himself. Jet Cheatham solo on the top side of the field. And a flag on the play. They're going deep for Cheatham. And a flag on the play there as well. Looks like they realized Cheatham had just gotten behind them and just kind of tackled him. But there was a flag here at the line of scrimmage as well that might have blown the play dead before it ever started. And the receiver and the defensive backs just didn't hear it.
Pass interference on the defense.
The officials still discussing what's going to happen here with the 2 flags. Looks like it's 2 separate penalties. The only signal we've gotten is the pass interference call, and they're marching that off. So maybe the initial flag was encroachment on the defense, which Coach Kayott has declined, in other words. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 3. Kayott checking out his play chart. 38 seconds left here in the second half. Trojans definitely want to get something in. Cheatham in the backfield with Boydston. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 to the top side. Boydston drops back, steps up into the pocket. He climbs up the ladder just behind the receiver. He got hit as he threw. Colby was able to get a hand on it and knock it down to prevent an interception, but that'll bring up 4th down. 34 seconds left in the half. Not a lot of time lost on that play, but no yards gained. So 4th and 3. Doesn't even look like Coach Kayot's going to put a lot of thought into this. They're going for it. The offense is out there. He had this decision made, I think, probably before the last play. We're going no matter what. The Trojans start walking towards the sideline. Yeah, Kayot's going to use a timeout here. Talk it over with his staff and with his team. Come up with the perfect play to gain those 3 yards, or see if we trust the leg of Harry Nunez to kick a almost 40-yard field goal. So we'll take a quick break. Be back for the rest of the second half right after this.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
And we're back as the Trojans are on the line. 4th and 4, 34 seconds left in the first half. Boydston alone in the backfield. He's going to drop back. They're going to bring a little pressure. He's going to go over the top. And flags everywhere. Pass intended for Nunez. 2 Watonga defenders collided with Nunez. One of them well before the ball was there. I'm going to guess that this is a pass interference call, which will move the Trojans closer with 29 seconds left in the half. And they're marching the ball toward the Trojans' favor, in the Trojans' favor, toward the Watonga goal line. Yes, it is pass interference, and that will be a first down for the Trojans. Looks like it's right on the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Trojans. 29 seconds left. Trojans up 21-7, looking to extend that lead. Boydston in the backfield, flanked by Jet Cheatham. Cheatham goes in motion. Boydston looks for the quick pass to Cheatham, looks to the end zone, deflected and knocked down by Chris Sanders. Dangerous throw there from Boydston. Probably got a little fortunate there for Bodie. Pass was intended for Connor Colby. Sanders broke it up. Heavy coverage there on Colby. Boydston has spread the wealth today with 3 different receivers catching touchdown passes today. Cheatham, Colby, and Nunez. They look to the sideline, 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line, 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Boydston with a hard count, gets a jump, but not enough. Quick slant. He finds Colby anyway. Colby's in the 2. He's still grinding. No signal yet.
Pass complete to number 16, Connor Colby.
And touchdown from the far side, Judge. Touchdown signaled. Connor Colby broke the plane to the goal line with that last effort. Got inside the 5. Was contacted at about the 3. Kept turning his legs. We have a touchdown signal, but it looks like there's some confusion there as to what's happening now. And a pink flag. I didn't see that before. There's a pink flag on the near hash. So they'll march the ball back. Block in the back by the Trojans will negate the touchdown. 18 seconds left. That'll make it 2nd and goal from the 19-yard line. Trojans still hopeful they can punch in some points here before the half. 16 seconds left. The clock is ticking. They've wound the clock. The Trojans are standing there. The clock is running. Coach Kayot finally recognizes it, calls for a snap. Boyston grounds the ball. A little miscommunication there. The referee round the clock, and the Trojans lost about 18 seconds just standing, waiting for a play signal. Everyone thought due to the penalty the clock wouldn't wind, I guess. And now there's 2 seconds left from the 19-yard line. Field goal from here would be 36 yards with the wind at the back. And they are calling for the field goal unit. So Harry Nunez is going to take a shot. We've seen Harry make field goals in practice from this distance. For a high school kicker, this is a pretty long kick. Nunez is going for it. Ball snapped, set. The kick is down. Nunez puts it up. That is just wide. It had the leg. It had the distance. Missed to the left just barely. Nice leg from Harry Nunez as they tried to punch in some more points. But that'll take us to halftime. OBA leads 21-7. 3 touchdown passes for Bodie Boyston leading OBA. Watonga has 7 on their opening drive, but the OBA defense has been strong ever since. We're going to take it to halftime. We'll be back in the 3rd quarter.
And now OBA fans, their halftime. OBA fans, let's hear it for your Oklahoma Bible Academy cheerleaders.
And we are back at Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy on the beautiful Southern Plains in Enid, Oklahoma. Gorgeous Friday night for football. I'm not an astronomer, but it looks like a full moon looking down over us. The OBA Trojans leading the Watonga Eagles 21-7 at halftime as we prepare to get the third quarter started. They've set the clock. Both teams are back on their benches. The officials are back out on their field. And it looks like we're about ready to get going. First half did not start out well for the Trojans. Their first possession, they got pinned deep in their own territory. A punt into the wind gave Watonga amazingly good field position on their first possession, and 2 plays later the score was 7-0 after a Joe Jackson touchdown run. And ever since that moment, it's been all Trojans. 2 turnovers for the Eagles, 3 touchdowns for the Trojans, all on passes by Bodie Boyston. 3 different receivers hauling in touchdown passes. 2 extra points and 1 2-point conversion by freshman Judd Cheatham has us to the score we have right now, 21-7. Trojans line up to kick off the second half. Wind at their back. Watonga chose to face the wind here in the third quarter. Harry Nunez lining it up to kick off for OBA. Here comes Nunez as he approaches the ball, and we are back underway in Enid, America. Punt received and then bobbled. DeAndre Dunn on the reception. He's about the 25, heading up towards the 30. Stacked up by the Trojans. 68, David Dupier in there. Andrew Gungal's in there on the tackle. Lawson Morgan was in on that in the mix there. Freshman Lawson Morgan was in there. And the Trojan defense takes the field. Watonga with their quarterback Chris Sanders ready to start their first drive of the second half. 1 running back in the backfield, 3 receivers wide to the left, 1 in the slot on the right. Sanders takes the snap, looking to his left, decides to keep it. Now he's scrambling to the right. Not a lot of room there. Dodges 1 tackle, runs into 3 more Trojans. Ethan Small brings him down. Bodie Boydston and Holden Caldwell there to help finish him off. There is a flag down. All that scrambling around, I would anticipate a hold or a block in the back. And it's a hold. Some of the most active people on the field tonight have been the ones wearing black and white stripes. A lot of penalties this evening. Looks like second, we're going to repeat first down, but this time from the 16. A lot of scrambling around here by the Trojan defense. Judd Cheatham coming across the field is now on the near side. He turns the run inside, hit by Colby. Caldwell in on the play. Davis in on the play. Small in on the play. There's Trojans all over that. Judd Cheatham did a good job of not letting the play get outside of him there, turning it back into traffic, and the Trojans mopped up for him. Dunn on the near side. Full backfield for the Eagles. Handoff going, the quarterback keeper, sorry, he pulled it. He gets up to about the 25 and just blasted by the Trojans. Boydston and Davis. Dupier. Trojans doing a really good job of gang tackling so far here in the second half. Every Watonga play is ended with multiple Trojans swarming the ball handler. So third down, 15 to go. Full backfield again. Quarterback pass. He's going to pass. Caldwell is trailing a little bit. Dunn makes the catch and breaks the tackle. Bodie Boydston in pursuit. He grabs the jersey and is able to drag him down at the 10. Watonga with a little bit of trickery there swept the ball around the end, pitched it like it was an option. The pitch man just caught it and looked downfield. Unfortunately, the cornerback for the Trojans bit on the pitch, took one step forward, and that's all it took. Dunn was behind him. Caldwell was able to recover enough to contest the reception, but it was still completed by the Eagles. So that'll be a 1st and goal for Watonga. Handoff coming over the right side. Judd Cheatham in there, wraps up the legs. Ian Easton, number 12, in there to help Judd Cheatham. 2 freshmen combining on that tackle there. Future's bright for Trojan defense. Judd Cheatham went low. Ian Easton went high. The ball carrier went down. Chris Sanders back under center. He's got both of his running backs there. He hands it off to Jackson. Jackson to the right and is met again by a host of Trojan tacklers. The Trojan defense swarm tackling here. Judd Cheatham in there. It looks like Watonga's intentionally trying to run to the side Judd Cheatham is on right now, and Judd is up to the challenge. He's stepping up, putting his nose into play and disrupting things. Again, both running backs there with quarterback Sanders. He's going to pull it this time. He's going to stretch the play out as wide as he can. Kind of gets around the end, but is forced out of bounds. Colby and Jet Cheatham force him out of bounds at about the 2. Everyone's kind of standing around. It doesn't seem as if folks know what's happening. The refs are all huddling up on the ball. No signal from the officials. Watonga breaks the huddle. It's 4th down. The referee's still standing over the ball. Play is not happening yet. And he finally steps back. Now he's walking towards the Watonga sideline. A lot of confusion going on down there. The officials stop the clock. He's going over to explain something to Watonga coach Zach Maynard. Still no signal to us as to what's going on. Now he's going to run across the field, slow the game down even more, and talk to Chris Kayott. We've got a pretty good camera angle here, but I'm not a lip reader, so I have no idea what they're talking about. Watonga huddles back up. It's 4th and goal from about the 3-yard line, maybe. Joe Jackson runs to the sideline, gets the play, then comes right back. Chris Sanders still at quarterback. Jackson and Kearney are the running backs. Fakes the handoff to Kearney. Jackson up the middle, and he is stuffed. I don't think he got anything. The Trojan defense was not fooled at all on that one. Jake Colby got his hands on the runner. I think Ethan Small was in there. Colby dove in from the end position.
On the play made by number 52, Jacob Colby.
And that'll be turnover on downs. 1st down Trojans. Deep in their own territory. They're going to have to be careful here. Punch the ball out and give themselves a little breathing room. Wonderful defensive stand from the Trojan defense. I'll give you a bad historical reference warning here. The Trojan defense was as good as the defense in Troy. Watonga did not have a Trojan horse. So handoff to Jet Cheatham up the middle, trying to just get a few yards, get a little breathing room for OBA.
Quarterback keeper by number 7, Bodie Boydston.
Little more breathing room, ball out to about the 4-yard line now. 7:55 left in the third quarter. Trojans still up 21-7 with the ball after a big goal line defensive stand. Boyce in the backfield. Two running backs, one on either side of him. Two receivers on the near side, one to the far side. Boyce with the read, gives it to Cheatham around the end. He's got room. This could be a long run. Jet Cheatham's got speed. I don't know if anybody's going to catch him. He could go all the way here. 16 finally gets an angle, gets a push on him, does not get him out of bounds. Jet Cheatham, 96 yards. Jet Cheatham just showed Watonga what speed is all about. He got around the end. His younger brother, Judd, gave him a block that sprung him on a 96-yard sprint. That was something to see. I think Jet deserves a break. He might be a little winded right now. I am, just watching him. That was amazing. The Trojan fans are on their feet. The cheerleaders dancing. The fight song's playing. That was something. Cheatham stays out there. He's the holder for the field goal unit. Again, the Cheatham parents must be really proud. The pitch goes to Jet. He goes around the end. Younger brother Judd is right there. Throws an amazing block. Jet goes through the hole, and he is gone. Harry Nunez with the extra point. The kick is up. Off the upright. No good. But right now, no one's really worried about the missed extra point because everyone's still in awe of that run by Jet Cheatham. I have a feeling that's going to be on some highlight reels that are going to go out to some college scouts for Jet Cheatham. That was a great run. Jet is a sprinter on the OBA track team, qualified for the state tournament, state meet in his sophomore year in a couple of individual sprints and on a couple of relays. And obviously the track season was cut short last spring by COVID, so that didn't get to happen his junior year. Hopefully he'll get to show off that speed this year at the state meet. Jet will get a rare play off here as the Trojans line up to kick off. Jet Cheatham, playing both ways, is the free safety on the defense, the primary weapon on the offense, and he's going to get about a minute break here after that 96-yard touchdown run. As the kickoff team is back out there for the Trojans, the kickoff receive team for the Eagles. Harry Nunez ready to kick off for OBA. August Rogo, David Dupier, Lawson Morgan, and Connor Colby on the near side of the field. Andrew Gungal on the far side of the field with Holden Caldwell and several others. Nunez with a kick, received at the 10-yard line, cut to the left, now it's cutting back to the outside, slips up a little bit. Looks like Cole Davis was there when he tripped up, so Cole will get credit for that tackle. Trojan defense wants to build on the momentum of that big play, get the ball right back and see what Bodie Boyston and Jet Cheatham and the Trojan offense can do on the next possession. Watonga now taking their time in the huddle. Earlier in the game, they were hurrying up to the line, and that was kind of evidenced with several false start penalties. Now they're taking their time in the huddle, working on their communication, no doubt. Looks like Joe Jackson is at quarterback now, not Sanders. Dunn in motion. Jackson takes a snap. He's optioning out. Nowhere to go. Trojans everywhere. Jake Colby was in the backfield. Cooper Thornton was there helping him mop up, but Jake Colby shed his block almost immediately and was in the Watonga backfield almost as quickly as the ball was. Jake Colby, number 52, a long, lanky sophomore. A flag has now appeared. It's going to be holding on Watonga. A face mask is called. So that will be offsetting penalties, and we will start all over. So again, Watonga taking their time. The clock is running. 7:11 left in the third quarter. Eagles break the huddle and come to the line. Looks like Jackson is still in there at quarterback. 2 running backs. Jackson will just keep it. Looking to get around the end and does so. Boydston wraps him up by the ankles.
Quarterback keeper by number 8, Joe Jackson. Tackle made by number 7, Bodie Boydston.
Jackson with a gain of, looks like about 4 yards there, maybe 5. Bring up second down. Looks like Chris Sanders coming back in for the Eagles.
Second down, 5 yards to go for the Eagles.
Jackson still at quarterback, though. 1 running back, 2 receivers on either side. He's looking out to the sideline, looking for number 1. Jet Cheatham just took the ball away. Yeah, Jet Cheatham just took the ball. Pass was completed to Aaron Perez. Cheatham came up and made the stick and just took the ball out of his hands.
First down, OBA.
Jet Cheatham has suddenly decided that he was going to take over this game, and he's just done it. Did it on offense, went over to the defensive side of the ball, and no other way to say it, just took it. There wasn't a fumble. Watonga didn't fumble that ball. Cheatham just took it out of his hands. That's impressive. Jet's just an impressive athlete. That was fun to watch. Oh, hard count by Boydston. Eagles jump. That'll be number 57, Kyle Brown. So that'll be a 5-yard march off. I don't know if Bodie gets credit for those yards in his stats or not, but that was a good hard count. The Eagles jumped 5 yards for OBA. Get a good look at the OBA offensive line right there. Cole Davis, David Dupier, Morgan Meyer. There's Jake Colby also playing on the line on offense, and Ethan Small. Or no, I'm sorry, that's not Ethan Small. That's Joplin Easterbrooks, the freshman offensive lineman, number 60, Joplin Easterbrooks. So snap to Boydston. He's looking downfield. Ball's tipped, looking for Judd Cheatham. The ball's deflected by Joe Jackson, and it falls to the turf at about the 20-yard line. Boydston was looking for Judd Cheatham. He's the only one out in the pattern on this side of the field. Jake Colby was in the flat. And Harry Nunez was on the far side of the field. Ethan Small back in for the Trojans after getting a quick break. Easterbrooks runs off. The freshman getting an opportunity to get some valuable experience minutes with the injury to Gio Bartolozzi. Hand off to Cheatham. Same play. He's going to run outside. He just shoves his brother out of the way. Runs downfield and is forced out of bounds. Judd was waiting for someone to block. Jet did not feel like waiting.
Rush by number 5, Jet Cheatham. For a Trojan, first down.
Jet Cheatham is dominating this third quarter. His brother's been a big help, but on that play he just told his brother to get out of the way. Yet another flag from the officials. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Watonga. So that'll move the ball even farther downfield. Just listening to the buzz in the crowd here at Commitment Field, everyone was oohing and aahing over that long touchdown run, but right now everyone's talking about big brother pushing little brother out of the way. Sorry, Judd, but that's the buzz right now, man. So as the officials march off the infraction, the Trojan offense comes up to the line. Look over to Chris Kayott to find out what the next play is going to be. Good shot of the offensive unit there. Offensive line looking back for the signal. Again, David Dupier, number 68. Played running back his whole career. Moved to the offensive line 2 weeks ago due to some injury and some illness. Hand off to Cheatham. He's dancing around looking for a hole. He finds it. Heads up the field. Touchdown, Jet Cheatham. Great patience in the running game. Danced around in the backfield. One hole closed, another one opened. He started off over the right side, came over here to the left side behind David Dupier and Cole Davis and strolled into the end zone. The change of direction messed with the Watonga defense up, and that'll be another touchdown for OBA. 6 more points for the Trojans. That brings the score to 33 for OBA. They're going to line up for the extra point. Looks like they're going to kick it. Harry Nunez hit the upright on the last extra point. He'll try and correct that on this one, I'm sure. Judge Cheatham there to hold. The snap's down. The kick is up. This one's good. Harry Nunez puts it through the upright for the extra point. That'll make it OBA 34, Watonga 7. We'll take a break. Be right back at obatrojans.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
And we are back here at Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy in Enid, Oklahoma. And right now, here in the third quarter with 5:54 to go, we are watching the Jet Cheatham show. Kickoff is deep for Nunez and finally rolls out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. That'll produce another pink flag from the officials, and we'll spot the ball for Watonga at the 35-yard line. So out comes the Watonga offense. The OBA defense is chopping at the bit. They're there on the field ready and waiting. Watonga will huddle up. They break the huddle. Joe Jackson still at quarterback for Watonga. He's by himself in the backfield. Not a lot of throwing from Watonga tonight. Maybe they'll show us something in the air here. He looks wide. He wants to throw it. Jake Colby says, no, you're not going to do that, and takes him down in the backfield. The sophomore has been everywhere here on the past couple of defensive possessions for the Trojans. He's been on the far end of the defensive line. He moved to the near side this play, and looks like he'll still be there this possession on the 3-man front for OBA. Joe Jackson with the pass. That's completed. He's still going, still scrambling. Judge Cheatham is not letting go. Judge Cheatham gets a hold of your ankle. He's not going to let go. You're going to have to drag him down the field. 3 flags come down. Judge Cheatham finally gets some help from Cole Davis. Flags come flying from all directions. I think that's going to be a face mask on Cole Davis. As they were going down, his hand got up around the face mask. I don't think he brought him down by the face mask, but when they fell, his hand was there. Got a holding on Watonga, face mask on the Trojans. It's all going to come back, and we'll start over. Watonga's trying to run a play from where the play ended. The chains have not moved as of yet. The officials are talking it over. Offsetting penalties, I thought you just went back and started over. It's a no play if there's offsetting penalties, so it'll be 1st and 10 Watonga at the 35. Except we're going backwards. We're going down to the 30. 29, 28. So, not real sure what's happening here with the officials. They're talking. As once again, there's going to be a meeting with the Watonga coaches, so I would imagine here in a moment we'll see the white hat running across the field to explain what he's talking about to Chris Kayott and the OBA coaching staff. So 2nd and 18, we're back into action. Going deep. Ian Easton's right there. Flags come out.
Pass incomplete. Flag on the play.
It seems like a regular thing now. Every play we have a pink flag. Easton was running stride for stride with the receiver. We don't get the benefit of instant replay like you see on college and NFL broadcasts. It didn't look like there was any contact going on, but evidently there was.
Pass interference against the defense.
And it is, in fact, pass interference on the defense. I guess that will be on Ian Easton.
2nd down, Eagles.
So they're going to run it. And again, the Trojan defense is all over the run. Just swarming, trying to strip the ball, trying to get the man down. Ethan Small was in there. Cole Davis is in there. David Dupier was in there.
Ethan Small and number 7, Bodacious Bodie Boyson. OBA fans, it's 3rd down. Let's make some noise for your defense.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 4. First down is the 45-yard line. Looks like the ball's spotted on the 41. Watonga taking their time. 3:52 left here in the 3rd. They hustle up to the line. Snap to Jackson, and the whistle blows again. That's going to be a timeout, not a penalty, so that's nice. Watonga takes a timeout. The Eagles will head to the sideline to talk to Coach Zach Maynard, while the Trojans head to the near sideline to talk to Chris Kayott and his staff. We're going to take a quick break here from OBATrojans.tv.
Like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
So 1:49 left. Big defensive stand for the Trojans there nearing the end of the third quarter. But now penalties and a loss on a running play have the Trojans backed up inside their own 10 at about the 5-yard line. 3rd and 16 for OBA. Bodie Boydson takes the snap. Eagles come charging in. Flags on the play once again. This one's a delay of game. So that, I think, will be half the distance to the goal, putting it at about the 2.5-yard line. Minute 32 left in the third. Now the Trojans need to just make some room so they can punt. I don't know if we can get the 19 yards required, although we got over 90 yards on a play earlier, so there's always hope. 3rd and 21 for OBA. Minute 32 left in the third. Boyson in the backfield. Jet Cheatham to his left. There's the snap. Boyson looking to pass. Throws it out to the flat. Finds a little bubble screen. That's completed to Connor Colby. The play's whistled dead. Kobe's thrown to the ground well after the whistle, no flag. But that gives the Trojans a little bit of room as we head into fourth down. Obviously, that play was designed just to give the punt team a little room to work here on fourth down. They're going to punt it out of here and rely on that Trojan defense, which has been standing tall here in the third quarter. Jet Cheatham back to punt for OBA. There's the snap. That one kind of goes off the side of the foot out to about the 32, and a flag on the play. It's not a flag if it goes out of bounds on a punt. There you go. He picks up the flag. Okay, that's only on kickoffs that it's a penalty. So they mark it out at the 33-yard line. It'll be first down Watonga at the OBA 33. OBA leads 34-7. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Seems as if we were having some technical difficulties earlier with our sound, so sorry about that. Thanks for staying with us and tuning in and just watching the video feed. 51 seconds left in the third. 34-7 OBA leads. Watonga has the ball again in OBA territory. The OBA defense looking for another stop. Looks like a design QB draw there. He's looking for a gap. Spin move. Again, Judd Cheatham has him by the foot, and if Judd gets you by the foot, he's not going to let go. He hangs on, brings the runner down. So they mark that first down, Eagles. The Eagles are lined up as if to play. The yard markers are not set yet. The Eagles go anyway. There's a pass. Way overthrown. Ian Easton could not catch up with it. It overthrew even the defense. Easton on the coverage. Pass well overthrown. Easton tried to put on the brakes and go back and get that ball, but bodies in motion tend to stay in motion unless acted upon by a force, and he could not generate enough force. So, second down for the Eagles. Joe Jackson at quarterback. Carney at the running back, and the handoffs to Carney. He gets around the left end. He's headed upfield, runs into a swarm of people. They're fighting. It looks as if the ball's on the ground. Hard to tell from here. Looks like Boydston was in on the tackle there, as well as Davis.
Tackle on the play made by number 50, Cole Davis.
So 6-5, 4-3. They get one more snap off. They're looking to throw the ball to the end zone. The quarter ends.
And that's the end of the third quarter. With your score, your OBA Trojans.
So the third quarter winds down. OBA still leads 34-7. They'll march to the other end of the field where it will be, I can't see the mark where they marked the ball on that last play. I think they marked it incomplete, so it'll still be 2nd and 10 when the third quarter resumes. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. OBATrojans.tv.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land team today at 405-761-4808.
So we're back. Commitment Field, campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy. The OBA Trojans lead the Watonga Eagles 34-7. Watonga has the ball deep in OBA territory in the red zone. It's 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. Watonga scored on their first possession of the game, and OBA has held them scoreless since then. while scoring 34 unanswered points in the second and third quarters. So here we go, kicking off the fourth quarter. OBA on defense. The ball's bobbled. Quarterback picks it up and flings it, looking outside, and the pass is incomplete. That was a dangerous throw there from quarterback Joe Jackson. Turns out his man was kind of open for the pattern he was supposed to run, but Jackson bobbled the snap. It was on the ground. He just picked it up and threw it. It didn't even look like he looked. He threw it to where he thought the receiver was going to be. DeAndre Dunn made a valiant effort to try and get over there and get it, laid out in a full dive to try and get that ball, but was not able to maintain control. Hit the ground hard, but DeAndre's back up, back on the wide out there on the far side of the field. Third down for the Eagles. There's a snap. They're looking out there for Dunn again. Defense is in there this time. Jet Cheatham in pursuit. He throws across the grain of his body, and that's picked off by Bodie Boydston. He's headed back up the field. Wrapped up by Watonga. Interception. Bodie Boydston gets it out to about the 10-yard line. Joe Jackson drops back to pass. Pressure comes from the corner in the form of Judd Cheatham, forces him to scramble. He turns back inside and throws across his body, and that ball just fluttered just high enough. Bodie Boydston just ran under it and grabbed it. Bodie changes gears in a hurry from defense to offense as he now lines up the OBA offense and takes the signals from head coach Chris Kayott. So here come the Trojans. Hands off to Cheatham. He's trying to get around the end. Here's that speed again. Cheatham gets around, breaks one tackle, tripped up at the 29-yard line by number 16, Brendan Cole. Cole with perhaps a touchdown-saving play right there, because if Cheatham gets around him, he might be gone. There's an Eagle down on the field in the backfield at about the 5-yard line. That'll be a first down Trojans when we come back from the break here on OBATrojans.tv.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
We're back here at Commitment Field. The injured Watonga player is being helped off the field. Looks like it might be some cramping going on as they were working on him. 11:32 left here in the fourth quarter. The upcoming schedule first for the Trojans coming up next Friday, October 9th. OBA will travel to Edmond to take on Oklahoma Christian Academy. And then the next week after that, they will travel to Hinton for a Friday night clash. Trojans on offense. Boydston the quarterback. He takes a snap. He looks upfield. He's going deep. He's looking for Judd Cheatham. Judd Cheatham turns around, goes back shoulder, pulls it in. That pass is completed. Number 10, Judd Cheatham. Well, the refs confer, and now they're calling it incomplete. The deep ref ran over and signaled complete. The side ref overruled him and said it touched the ground. Nice adjustment while the ball was in the air. Judd Cheatham makes an adjustment while the ball is in the air, plants that foot and puts on the brakes. Does a little swim move to get a back shoulder catch as he goes down, but evidently a piece of the ball got the ground as he went down. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Trojans, 11:07 left in the fourth. Boydson back at quarterback, Jet Cheatham to his left, and now we're going to have a timeout by the Trojans. Coach Kayot wants to make sure the team's all on the same page, so we're going to take a quick break here from Commitment Field.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy. So we're well into our 2nd hour of football action. We're about 2.5 hours into this game. There's 11:07 left in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma Bible Academy leads 34-7. Watonga started the game off with the first touchdown on a 2-play drive, and it's been all Trojans ever since then. Bodie Boyston takes the snap. He looks out, pitch out here to Cheatham. He cuts up field, gets some blocks, steps out of bounds at the 42. David Dupier downfield blocking. Jake Colby downfield blocking. Harry Nunez downfield blocking. Great team effort by the Trojans, both on offense and defense. It has been a group effort tonight. Yes, Jet Cheatham probably gets the headlines because he's made some big plays, but the whole Trojan squad has been in tune and together tonight. You take away that first 2 minutes of the game, and the Trojans have been virtually flawless. There have been quite a few penalties called, but the Trojans have worked through them, kept working as a team. They've done all you could ask. Meyer snaps back to Boyston. Boyston pulls the handoff from Cheatham. Is trying to head outside. The Watonga defense is there and ready for that, and he's wrapped up at the 40. It'll be about a 3-yard loss on the play. Little disjointed on that play for the Trojan offense, which I just bragged on how in sync they were, and so perfect timing from the offense to totally be the opposite of what I was describing. So that is my shortcoming as an announcer, not theirs as a team. So here comes the Trojan offense again. 2 slot receivers, 2 wide receivers. Cheatham in the backfield with Boydston. Boydston takes the snap, looks for the quick toss. It's a little low. Cooper Thornton can't get down and get that one. That'll fall incomplete at about the 45. Trojans not trying to get it all back in one play on 2nd and 12, trying to get a small chunk and maybe get the ball in Thornton's hands and see if he can do something with his feet. But unfortunately, looks like that slipped out of Bodie's hands a little bit and kind of nosedive down to Cooper Thornton's toes, and he could not get down and get that. And even had he caught it, he probably would have gone down for a 1 or 2 yard gain. So another hard count from Boydston. Another jump from the Watonga defense, this time number 58, Ethan Wagner. You can see Ethan's frustrated with himself. Other teammates trying to encourage him as the OBA offense now lines up for a 3rd and 7 instead of a 3rd and 12. Right on the OBA logo near center field. So Boydson takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Cheatham's well covered. He looks over the middle. Second read. Finds Cooper Thornton downfield. Pass completed at the 31-yard line. Down goes Thornton after a nice reception. Boydson fired that ball downfield. Thornton was there, pulled it in. So that'll be first down Trojans with just under 10 minutes left in the game. The OBA offense looking over to Coach Kayot, looking for their next signal. There's a good shot of the O-line right there. Cole Davis, David Dupier, Morgan Meyer, Ethan Small, and Jake Colby doing the work in the trenches tonight for the Trojans. You don't get to hear offensive lineman's name very often, so we definitely want to do that. Pitch out to Cheatham as he heads toward the left side. Gain of 5-7, and out of bounds he goes after about a 7-yard gain.
Rush made by number 5, Jet Cheatham.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4 or so. The Trojans in no hurry, letting the clock run. 9:24 left in the 4th quarter. Boyson takes the snap, hands to Cheatham, this time heading over the right side. He cuts back to the middle. Another cutback. He's heading all the way back over to the left hash now, finally brought down. And that play was designed to come to the right, to the wide side of the field. Watonga did a good job of turning him back to the middle, but then he kept cutting back to the left side of the field. Joplin Easterbrooks in for the Trojan. Give David Dupier a break on that offensive line. Nice luxury to have a freshman who can come in and be versatile like that. I think this is the 3rd position he's played on the offensive line tonight, coming in and giving those starters a spell. That's an important role for the freshman Easterbrooks. .8:45 left. Clock still ticking. Trojans in no hurry. Snap to Boyson. He hands off to Cheatham. Cheatham again searching. Very patient. Again cuts back to the left. This time headed upfield and brought down after about a 5-yard gain. Very patient running tonight from Jet Cheatham. He gets in behind that offensive line, waits for a gap to open up, and then uses his quickness to get through that hole.
Second down, 6 to go for the Trojans.
Looks like they're giving Jet Cheatham a break on this play. David Dupier, who usually plays running back but has been playing offensive line, is now in at his regular position, running back. So we got a running back number 68, David Dupier, in there for the Trojans. Holden Caldwell in at wideout. Snap to Boyson. They hand it to Dupier. He finds a hole, gets over the line. Positive yardage for David Dupier.
Rush made by sometimes number 20, but tonight number 68, David Dupier.
Looks like Dupier gained about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Trojan offense again taking their time, not in any hurry. Looks like they're going to sub in some quarterback play here. August Rogo, number 9, coming in, giving Boydston a break. 7:21 left in the 4th. Rogo in at quarterback, Dupier at running back, Caldwell on the far left side. Looks like Connor Colby in there in the slot, Ian Easton on the near side. Rogo takes the snap. It's bobbled. He scoops it up, goes down, wisely goes down, covers the ball, doesn't get the turnover. That'll keep the clock running. That'll make it, instead of 4th and 1, that'll make it 4th and 10 on about the 15-yard line. Rogo at quarterback. Elijah Chambers into the game in the near slot. Rogo at quarterback. We'll see if they let him put it up. He's going to hand it off to Dupier. Dupier gets over the left side. He's scrambling forward. Still going. A flag down on the play. Dupier goes down after about an 8-yard gain. Trojans needed 11 to get the first. Not seeing an indication from the official. They're talking to the Watonga bench, so I'm going to assume that's on OBA. If Watonga accepts the penalty, it'll push the OBA back and we'll replay 4th down. Looks like they're going to decline. So it'll be 1st down Watonga at the OBA 14 or 15-yard line. 6:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Scores still 34-7. OBA with the lead.
Penalty was declined.
Dupier back in there on the line on defense.
Eagles.
Looks like Andrew Gungal is going to step in there at linebacker. Ethan Small, Jake Colby still in there on the line. Gungal meets the run at the line of scrimmage, wraps him up immediately. Host of Trojans there. Forward progress is stopped, so the refs stop play. Cole Davis in there. Andrew Gungal in there.
By number 24, DeAndre Dunn.
Watonga doesn't seem to be in any hurry either on offense. I think both teams are content to let the clock run here with just under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Up next for Watonga, they're going to have a home game against Tonkawa next Friday the 9th, and then they'll travel to Crescent on the 15th. Second down, handoff up the middle. Again, the Trojan Gungal's there again. Andrew Gungal, second consecutive tackle, wraps up the runner and brings him down.
Rushed by number 30, Lewis Mata. Tackle on the play made by number 4, Andrew Gungal.
So it looks like they're going to give him just enough to get the first down. Are they going to come?
On the field.
And we have, I know this is going to be shocking, but we have an official's timeout. This time it's just for a measurement. We're not going to have a conference with any of the coaches. No pink flags on the field. The chains do come out. That's the first time tonight we've had the chains come out. So give a little love to the chain gang over there doing the work that's unappreciated. They will mark that. It is a first down after the measurement. So first down Eagles, 5:16 left. Joplin Easterbrook's in there on defense now for the Trojans. Full backfield for the Eagles. Handoff heading over the far hash mark. Flag on the play. Cole Davis tripped up the runner, but there is a flag, so we'll see what that's for. One of the Watonga players is extremely frustrated, walks off the field, throws his helmet. Not sure what that's all about. Not sure that I care to know, but they are marching it off against Watonga, so I'm assuming the penalty was on him. So they march it back. 5:02 remaining. We can't seem to keep that clock running. It'll be 2nd and 12, I think, or maybe 1st and 12 after the penalty. Watonga back on offense. Low snap, fielded by the quarterback, running back around the end. It looks like Joe Jackson on the carry. Trojan defense does a good job of maintaining contain and forcing him back inside. Jake Colby with yet another tackle. Ethan Small coming in. Going to give David Dupier a blow. The clock continues to run on this play. 4:23 to play. Watonga comes up to the line. Another handoff up the middle. Met right in the middle of the line by Joplin Easterbrooks. And down goes the runner. That's number 30, Louis Mata.
Tackle on the play made by number 50, Cole Davis.
My mistake. It looks like it was number 50, Cole Davis on the tackle. Sorry about that, Kate. Not Easterbrooks. There's the run trying to get around the end. He's met up in the backfield. Trojans penetrated that Watonga offensive line, got into the backfield, wrapped him up quickly. Good. Jake Colby again.
52, Jacob Colby.
So this will be 4th and 9 for Watonga.
4th down, Eagles.
I would be shocked if they went for it here, but stranger things have happened. I think they're going to let the clock run a little bit before they kick the ball. OBA doesn't put anybody deep. I think they're just going to let him kick it and let it roll. He does punt it away. OBA is just going to stay away from it, let it hit the ground, let it roll. Some of the OBA fans yelling at freshman Lawson Morgan to get back there and pick it up. Lawson is going to follow Coach Chaot's direction instead of some of the fans, and he's going to stay away from that football and let the OBA offense take over. I would imagine we're going to see a steady diet of run plays here for the next 3 minutes, so the Trojans can get out of here with this win. So August Rogo back in at quarterback. Ian Easton will be the running back this possession. Number 24, Lawson Morgan, is going to be in the slot. Holden Caldwell, the wide receiver, on the far side. Elijah Chambers in the near slot. Looks like Andrew Gungle, the near receiver, on the 30-yard line. Whistles stop play. So that'll be a false start on the offense. We'll push it back 5 yards and start over. Junior August Rogo, number 9, in at quarterback, running the OBA offense right now. Morgan Meyer still the center. Jake Colby still in there on the offensive line. Ethan Small on the offensive line. They do have freshman Joplin Easterbrook's in there. Looks like he's giving David Dupier a break. Hard count from Rogo. Going to try and get those 5 yards back, it looks like. And he does. Looks like number 40, Dakota Morris, was trying to fly in and jump the snap count. The sophomore was a bit premature. So we're going to trade penalties here. Snap from Rogo. The defense is all over Rogo and Easton. The ball's loose. Not sure who has it. Looks like Watonga has recovered.
Turnover recovered by the defense.
Looks like the Trojans were overrun there. Rogo tried to get the ball to Easton, but there were Eagles all over him, and I think they came up with it and knocked it loose. So the Trojan defense back on the field. 4 plays, 9 seconds have gone by.
First and 10 Eagles.
So first down Eagles. Joe Jackson still in there at quarterback. He's got a whole new crew in there around him. Looks like number 5, Corey Brewer, is in there at running back, along with number 30, Louis Mata. Handoff, correction, it's number 6, Nick Mata. So he gets around the end. Elijah Chambers there to kind of try and trip him up. Holden Caldwell over on the corner forces him out of bounds. So I'm going to assume 6 and 30 are brothers, Luis and Nick Mata, flanking either side of the quarterback after about a 3-yard gain on first down. Joe Jackson in no hurry to call the play. He's actually letting the play clock run a little bit. Handoff to Mata. He's met at the line by Colby. Push back, and then the rest of the Trojans take over. Judd Cheatham's in there. August Rogo's in there.
Tackle on the play made by number 50.
Cole Davis is in there as well.
Davis.
Freshman number 25, Thomas Campbell's in at linebacker. He was involved in that play as well. Seeing his first action tonight. Full backfield, the Mata brothers in the backfield for Watonga. Handoff to Louis Mata. Oh, no, correction. Quarterback keeper. Jackson with the keeper. Again, gang tackling on the part of the Trojans. I think it's pretty much a universal desire for that clock to keep running at this point. Holden Caldwell comes off the pile last.
Made by number 80, Holden Caldwell.
So Jackson on the carry, Caldwell with the tackle. We're down to 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Trojans still up 34-7. The clock continues to run. 4th and 2 for Watonga. Louie and Nick Mata in the backfield. Joe Jackson at quarterback. Snap to Jackson, hand off to Mata. He's spun backwards. Ethan Small just living in the Watonga backfield.
Senior, we didn't forget you on senior night. Senior number 56, Ethan Small.
Ethan Small, one of those interior linemen that hasn't played in a couple of weeks due to illness. So it's his first game back, and he's played a lot of minutes tonight there on the offensive and defensive lines. So the Trojans take over. Boydston back in there at quarterback. Cheatham in the victory formation, it looks like. He's very deep I formation. Looks like a knee's going to be taken here, and we're going to run the clock out. So Bodie Boydston takes the snap, takes a knee. The clock's running. That'll be the last play. 23 seconds left. The play clock has 35 on it, so they're going to let the clock run. Both teams head to their individual sidelines here. And they're going to go ahead and start the handshakes before the clock even runs out. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This will be a nice victory for the OBA Trojans. They'll move their record to 3-2. Watonga falls to 0-4. The Trojans win 34-7. They exploded for points in the second and the third quarters, and then just ran things out in the fourth.
Thank you for attending tonight's contest and wish you a safe trip home. Remember that sportsmanship is always important and should be practiced before, during, and after the game. Our students are very important, and with your help, we can all teach them the lesson of proper sportsmanship. As you leave the game, please remember that all participants involved in
Class act by both teams. Both teams, the whole squad will meet at center field. This isn't baseball, Randy. They will meet at midfield for a group prayer. Both teams have 100% participation in this group prayer here tonight, just after the game ends. So that's nice to see. After competing with one another, teams can get together and have a word of prayer. Just a reminder, the Trojans will be in action again next Friday, October 9th at Oklahoma Christian Academy. You can tune in right here at obatrojans.tv. Please have a great evening. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.